Hello and welcome.
What's up, man?
Not much. I saw you down in the comments making claims, and so I wanted to have you up here instead of having you down in the comments. So, do you want to start on any of those topics above?
Um, that the Earth is not flat. I'll start on that one. From
Okay.
from what I've learned in physics, what we consider to be atomic form is actually empty space and is subjective, which means it's not objective outside of temporal parameters. Temporal parameters being an enclosed plane of being. And I know that it's going to sound far out, but the fact that we're not objective renders us Etherean. And Etherians can only exist within matrix realities. And I've shown this in many videos that our reality is matrix through an AI, and that the Anunnaki are really a group of scientists known to be the wingmakers, and that Al Bielek of Montauk fame was telling the truth when he spoke of the wingmakers and them making AIs.
Okay.
Al Bielek
So
told.
let's start with your very first premise. Okay. Let's start with at the atomic form being mostly empty space, and that makes them subjective. Where is the connection between atoms being mostly empty space and them being subjective?
The fact that atoms are empty space, like on board the Montauk, with the Eldridge, when they put on a field that made the sailors discombobulate and meld into the bulkhead, what they had done is rendered the fabric of our space-time, because our space-time is matrixed.
Okay,
Atoms are
so
empty.
where is the connection between atoms being mostly empty space and them being subjective?
If atoms are empty space, they're subjective, and we're only relative to the field. Our
Okay,
reference point,
again,
our cognitive reference
you
point is
just
only
you just
relative to a field.
restated. I am asking where that connection is made. You said that atoms are mostly empty space, which is true, mostly, not completely, empty space. And then you made the connection that they're subjective. Tell me how that connection happened.
If atoms are empty space, they're not
Mostly.
subjective. Atoms are empty space. There's like
Mostly.
99 point like five nines after that. That's empty space, okay?
Mostly.
But if atoms are empty space,
Mostly.
then that should tell you that our being isn't relative to objective space. If atoms are empty
And
space,
mostly. They're
how can our being be, listen to me, how can our being be relative to objective space if atoms are empty space? We're
mostly.
living a subjective life. This is common sense 101. This is common sense 101.
No, no, no,
And
because you keep pushing a false premise. So in
it's
order
not a
to make
false
our
premise.
yes, it is because
My
atoms are
premise
not
is
empty
my
space.
listen to me. My premise, and I've proven my premise in many videos, is that we are within the matrix of an AI. We can kick, whine, and
Okay,
moan. And
so now you're going to a different topic. I'm talking only about atoms right
I'm
now.
talking. I
Once
am
we talk
talking
about
about
atoms, we can
atoms.
move on to
Atoms.
your other claims.
Atoms are matrixed. Atoms. There's nothing objective about atomic
What is a
existence.
matrix?
Our our atomic existence. There's nothing
Define
object.
matrix.
Listen to me. There's nothing
Define
objective about
matrix.
atomics. A matrix is an enclosed periphery of bandwidth, atomic bandwidth. We consist of frequency. A matrix is the enclosed parameters that encloses a temporal plane. Gravity is at molecular adhesion. Gravity is molecular adhesion
That
to
is
the
incorrect.
energetic plane beneath your feet, which is why helium defies gravity, because helium is
It doesn't
energetically,
defy gravity.
it is, helium is repulsed. Listen, I know that we're going to talk about density, but I'm talking about the energetic dynamics of a toroidal plane. And gravity is adhesion, molecular adhesion to the
That is
energetic
not
plane
correct.
beneath your feet.
Gravity is not adhesion.
It's not just density. Gravity is molecular adhesion, which is why it
No, it
can
is
be
not.
shielded against. Gravity can be
You
shielded
can't shield
against.
gravity.
You can shield gravity with
Show it.
fields. You can shield
Show it.
gravity with fields.
Show it. Show it.
If There's plenty of
Show
footage
it.
of
Nope, don't say there's
anti-gravity
plenty of
ships.
footage
You
out there.
know
I
what,
want
man?
you right
If
now
if
to
you're gonna
show gravity being shielded.
if you're gonna say that there's no such thing as anti-gravity crafts, then I can't even talk to you, brother,
You
because
you are making the claim. You are
I've
making the
already
claim.
shared enough information, buddy.
You have to back up your claim.
I backed up. Look at my
You
videos, man.
didn't back it
I
up.
backed up my
I'm not
claims.
I can't look at your videos right now. I need you right now in this debate here to back up your claim.
I backed up my claim.
No,
What do
you
you want
didn't.
me to tell you? I've already
You
given
just
you the
said
logic.
you just said it.
I've given you. Listen, if atoms are empty
They're
space,
not.
how can
They're
you be in
not.
objective existence?
So
If
again,
atoms are empty space, this
you're
is the
going off
truth.
of a false premise.
This is
You're
the truth. If
be
atoms are
quiet.
empty
So
space, how can you be objectively in
so
existence? It's not so.
atoms
The two, you
atoms
can
are
have
not
one or the
empty
other. You
space.
can be in
Atoms are
objective
mostly
existence,
empty
or atoms
space.
can be objective. Atoms are not objective. Atoms are subjective because they are
Dude,
empty space.
wait,
This
let
is
me
logic.
stop
This is
monologuing.
logic.
Stop
You
monologuing.
think you only
Stop
think you're in
monologuing.
objective existence. You only think because atoms are subjective. Atoms are empty space.
No, they're
You
not.
only think you're in objective space.
You
You're
think.
only relative to frequency, relative to the standing
You're
field of
just throwing out
polarity.
buzzwords. I don't think that you're an actual flat
No,
earther.
no.
So
I am a flat
now
earther
wait,
because
shh,
we're
be
within a
quiet. It's my
toroidal
turn.
field,
It's my
man.
turn. It's my turn.
Come on.
Atoms are not empty space. They are mostly empty space, but it is the things that fill up that mostly empty space that are more
Which are
important.
undulating
No, be quiet.
energetics.
It's my turn.
You're
It's my
talking
turn.
about subjective
It's my turn.
undulating energetics.
Nope. You're
You,
just
dude,
making up buzzwords. There's no
you know what? Your
science
world has
behind it.
gone away, is what it is. Your world has gone away, and you don't want to admit that you're within
No,
a
I want
matrix
you
and
to
that you're
show me proof.
subjective. Atoms are empty space, dude.
They're not empty
You're not
space.
objectively in existence.
I want you to back up your claims.
Dude, get me off this live, man, because if atoms are empty space, you're not
They're not empty
objectively in
space.
existence.
They are scientifically proven not to be empty space. You continuing to say, all right. So his premise was that atoms were completely empty space, making them subjective, which is patently false. Atoms are mostly empty space, but it is um, the small particles inside of atoms that are the important part, um, making them physical. So it's the atomic bonds that are the important part. So he just kind of made up some buzzwords and hoped that I wouldn't call him out on stuff. So I actually don't think that he was a flat earther. I think he was a troll that really likes to pretend. Yeah, he just repeated himself over and over. That is pretty typical with flat earthers, is they will just say whatever they want with confidence, hoping that I won't make them back up any of their evidence. When I actually ask them to back up their evidence, they will complain and say that they already have, which they haven't. They've just stated truth.